Welcome, wrestling fans, to the very first installment of Saturday Night Fever. Tonight, we know one thing's for sure. The legends are gonna be in the ring doing it their way. The only thing you can be certain of when it comes to Saturday Night Fever is that you just never know.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Finally, The Rock has come back to Fire Pro Wrestling. The Rock is not here to perform a rock concert, though. And The Rock is not here to talk about the people's strudel, no. The Rock's not even here to talk about how much he still loves pie. The Rock is here for one reason, to take a little walk down memory lane with the fans. You see, The Rock had an illustrious career in professional wrestling. Multi-time Intercontinental Champion, multi-time Tag Team Champion, multi-time Heavyweight Champion. The Rock's done it all. Headlined WrestleMania after WrestleMania. Until one day, The Rock thought to himself, there's nothing left for me to accomplish in professional wrestling. So The Rock fulfilled his obligations. He honored his contractual obligations and fulfilled them. And then decided to move into another direction. And The Rock started making movies. Now don't get me wrong, The Rock knew that some people are going to have a problem with that. The Rock understands that you want the people's champion. But one voice, for the past 2 years, has cried out louder and longer. One voice has chanted The Rock's name. And that voice has come from none other than John Cena. John Cena wants to say that The Rock has turned his back on the industry. John Cena wants to say that The Rock has turned his back on the fans. Well, John Cena, I've remained quiet until a recent entertainment interview that you did, where you mentioned the fact that while you're making movies now, you will not give up professional wrestling. Another obvious smack on The Rock. Well, Cena, I think that's a great plan because I saw your last movie. And if your next movie is anywhere near as good as your last one, I wouldn't give up my day job either. I saw that mess you called a Marine. Oh my God. Where's my girlfriend? I get my girlfriend. Oh, what a mess. The Rock was embarrassed for you. Cena, I'm not sure you understand, but every time you take a shot at The Rock, every time you call The Rock out, you're taking another step on the journey. And it's a journey that I don't think you want to ever reach the destination of. You may be thinking to yourself, well, Rock, if I'm taking a journey that I'm not aware of, how will I know when I've arrived? And it's not hard. I'm going to tell you how you know when you've arrived. When you're standing on the corner, I want you to look up. And when you see the street signs, and you read them, and it says, Know Your Role Boulevard and Jabroni Drive, you have arrived. Look across the street, and you're going to see a little establishment that The Rock opened several years back called the SmackDown Hotel. And you'll know it because The Rock will be standing there in the doorway, holding the door open for you, inviting you in. And Cena, if you dare step inside the SmackDown Hotel, The Rock is going to lay the smackdown on your Rudy Poo candy ass. Cena, I don't think you understand what you're doing. What I'm telling you is be very careful what you ask for, because you just might yet. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. Well, how's that for the way to kick off Saturday Night Fever? The Rock making a live appearance right here at the Saturday Night Fever Arena, and he is called the Chump John Cena out. In our first official match, we are going to have a battle of two legendary tag teams. The first one, the Honky Tonk Man and Greg the Hammer Valentine, known collectively as Rhythm and Blues. While they never actually won the tag team titles, they were always a top contender. And their opponents are the former WWF Tag Team Champions, the team that upset the Hart Foundation to become the World Tag Team Champions. None other than Rick Martel and Tito Santana, Strike Force.
They pass you on the road with a smile and you have to look twice. And you wonder to yourself, come on, baby.
And now we finally get our first look at the Saturday Night Fever Arena, and I like it. Whoa, we've got a bleeder. Santana's already busted open and we're just seconds into this match. That doesn't make it look good for Strike Force. Tito Santana locking up with the Hammer, Greg Valentine, and you talk about rekindling some old feuds. These two guys battled for that Intercontinental title, and now Santana got the figure four leg lock on Greg Valentine, using his own move against him. Valentine and Santana, there's a 2 count, he kicks out. They battled for that Intercontinental title throughout the 80s, and it culminated in what was one of the greatest cage matches in the Baltimore, Maryland Civic Center.
Give up?
Both of these teams realize that whoever wins has got to be considered a top contender for the current FPW champions, which are right now Doug Summers and Playboy Buddy Rose. Santana shoots him into the ropes and gets him with a crossbody press. I thought he might be going for that flying burrito forearm of his. Blatant double teaming. The referee needs to do something about that. And now Greg the Hammer Valentine putting on the figure four leg lock. And that might be it. Rick Martel gives up. Tonight's main event inside a steel cage. It's one-on-one Hulk Hogan going up against Michael P.S. Hayes. The history between these two organizations over the last several weeks has been captured right here on Fire Pro Weekly. Whoa, and referee Danny Davis is already knocked down. It was the Freebirds that came out and challenged any organization to come out and face them 3-on-3, and the NWO stepped up to the challenge. The NWO was successful in that match. However, outside interference led to the win. Since then, Michael Hayes issued a challenge, a best-of-3 falls, where each member of the NWO would go one-on-one with a member from the other organization. When it all settled, it was 2-0, 2 straight wins for the Freebirds, and these two dudes never had a chance to lock up. Tonight they do. No matter what the outcome of this match, the Freebirds are going to meet the NWO 3-on-3 inside a steel cage. Hogan feeling pretty good about things right now. He hits the ropes with a big clothesline. He goes for the cover. He gets one. He gets two. It's all over. So Hollywood Hogan brings a little bit back to the NWO.